Have you ever looked through your Google Ads search terms report and found stuff like this? Stuff that's completely not related to what you sell or what you do. For example, I'm finding viral traffic Google AdSense arbitrage course. Man, what is this garbage that Google is showing my ads for? Now, if you're a business owner, this is costing your money. This is making your leads more expensive. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how to change your keyword match types so you never show for this garbage again. Let's get into it. So before we get into the video, what I want to do is I want to invite you to my new Google Ads workshop on how to get your first 100 clients with search ads. I'm going to put it at the link in the description below, and I'll tell you more about it towards the end of the video. So how actually do you change your match types? Well, all you need to do is go to your Google Ads, go to your audiences, keywords, and content. And once you get there, you will see all your keywords and you will see the match type next to it. So you'll see broad match. You can swap that out to phrase match just like that. Or what you can do is you can actually, if you don't have this column, you can just select the keyword and then you can go to edit and you can go to change match types, change all match types, and I'll just go from broad to phrase. I'll click on apply. This will run in the background, and as soon as it's done, you'll notice that the keyword has now changed through to phrase match, right? And you can find the phrase match keywords probably here. Here are all the phrase match keywords over here. All right, so that's it. We're done. Let's call it a wrap. I will see you in the next video. Peace. But hold up. Wait. There's something we didn't talk about. And that is what actually happens to your business, to your search terms when you go from broad to phrase. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next part of this video. All right, so let's talk about broad match first. When your keywords are on broad match, what that means is Google is broadly going to match whatever's related to that keyword. So for example, my keyword in this case would be Google Ads course. And what Google Ads could do is they could show me up for best social media course. They could show me up for digital marketing degree. And they could also show me up for best ad settings. And you'll notice something. Those searches have got absolutely nothing to do with a Google Ads course. So why are they doing this? Google says that when you go broad match, they will interpret the meaning of your keywords. And what this basically means is they can show you up for anything. So even if you have a keyword of dog food, they can literally show you up for cat food, or pet food, or horse food, or fish food, because they can interpret the meaning of your keywords. Now, this is one of the fastest way to burn through your budgets. So what we want to do instead is let's talk a little bit about phrase match. Maybe that's better for you. Let's talk about phrase match. Now, when you select phrase match, what Google Ads has to do is they need to make sure that that keyword that you chose has to be in the sentence that somebody's typing into Google. So I'll give you an example of this. If my keyword was Google Ads course, then I would show up for phrase match terms like best Google Ads course, or maybe Google Ads course for beginners, or even free Google Ads course. And you can see highlighted in green on the screen that the words Google Ads course are always in the search term. But there's a little bit of a problem. If you look at the last term, it says free, and I don't have a free course that I'm selling. Likewise, if you're an electrician, you might notice that you keep on showing up for searches like free electrician, or maybe you're selling a couch, you keep on showing for stuff like free couches or couch for free, and you don't want to show up for that. Now, that is exactly why exact match is important. Did you see what I did there with the exact? Never mind. Funny? Not fun? Okay, never mind. Let's talk a little bit about exact match. When you choose exact match, Google is only allowed to show searches that are directly that keyword. They are not allowed to show anything else. So if somebody types in Google Ads course, yay, my ad is going to show. But if somebody types in best Google Ads course or maybe Google Ads course for beginners, then my ad is definitely not going to show because that doesn't exactly match the words Google Ads course. And this is sort of the dilemma with exact match, because yes, you can kind of specify exactly what your keywords are and you can control it exactly, but you're also going to miss out on certain opportunities because some people might just type in slight variations of your keywords and then your ads are not going to show for them at all. Now, if all of this is making your head a little bit sore, don't worry, I'm going to give you a very simple way to think about it. What you want to do is you want to take your campaign, you want to split it up into 30 days, and for the first 10 days, you want to go broad, the next 10 days, you want to go phrase, and the last 10 days, you want to go exact. And I want you to monitor your search terms report while you do this. Now, for some companies, when they use broad match, it's perfectly fine. So for example, when I use broad match, about 90% of my terms are actually good terms. So I can just stay on broad match and that's perfectly fine. But for other businesses, when they're on broad match, it completely burns through their budget and doesn't send them good leads at all. So we want to start off with broad, see what our terms look like. And then if we see that our terms aren't good, we want to go from broad to phrase. And eventually, if our terms aren't good in phrase, then we want to go from phrase to exact match. Now, some of you might be saying, Devon, why don't I just go from broad match right now and go all the way to exact match and just shortcut that process right now? The reason you don't want to do that is if you think about cooking analogies, which I don't cook, but when you turn the temperature up on your food, you don't set it to max, right? Otherwise, you're going to burn the food. It's exactly the same with Google Ads. Sometimes you could go all the way to exact match and find that nobody's searching for your ads and you're not getting any clicks, and then you're not going to make money anyway. So take the slower approach and go from broad to phrase, phrase to exact, and trust me on this, you'll thank me for it later, right? This is the best way to see where the market's actually at and what your customers are searching. And ultimately, it's going to help you see where your money's being spent. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, you're going to love my new training. It's called How to Get Your First 100 Leads with Search Ads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it down in the description below. In this workshop, I'm going to share with you a couple of strategies that my students are using right now to blow up their businesses, and they're doing it with tiny ad budgets. That's the best part. They're not spending tons and tons of money on ads to get this right. So make sure you check it out at the link in the description below. Last but not least, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, you subscribe, and make sure you comment below and tell me what your favorite part was. And also, if you want to learn a little bit more about keywords and how to choose the right types of keywords, check out this video over here where I teach you how to do that. I will see you on the next one. Peace.